Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing really well. Today's Monday, which means I'm going to do like another little update of how I've been finding like the isolation and the lockdown stuff. I don't have any symptoms or anything like that. I'm just following the government guidance and I am staying inside basically. And now I have done 2 weeks of this. I wanted to give you a little update on week 2. First, I am drinking whipped coffee, which is where you basically, I mean, look how thick that looks on the top. It looks amazing. I'm just gonna spin it around. I feel like there are 2 things I've been seeing, actually probably 3 things I've been seeing everyone do recently. 1, drinking whipped coffee. 2, making banana bread. And 3, wearing tracksuits and taking pictures of them. I am in a tracksuit today. This is just like a plain t-shirt I got from ASOS, but it's a little bit, it's been pulled a little bit. Oh. I'm drinking whipped coffee, and either tonight or tomorrow I'm making banana bread, so I feel like a basic bitch. Oh, that tastes so nice. This is the second one I've ever made. The first one, I put too much hot water in when I was doing the whipping, and then I put less oat milk in last time, and overall it tasted really strong. This time I put a tiny bit more sugar in, and then more oat milk in the bottom. If you're wondering, what I've seen of how to make whipped coffee is you get 2 teaspoons of like instant coffee in a bowl, 2 teaspoons of sugar. I've been putting in 2.5 teaspoons. Well, for this one I have, and it tastes a lot nicer. And I'm not someone who normally drinks like sugar in coffee, so yeah, I put 2.5 in today, and then put in 2 teaspoons of. I've been boiling my water, but I don't know whether you could do it with cold water. Would the coffee still dissolve as well? I don't actually know. I've been doing that, and then the first time I tried it, I tried to whisk it all together with a fork, but it like took ages and it wasn't working out very well. But I also think I may have put too much water in the first time, because some of it like spilled over the edge of the spoon. But this time I used like a big whisk, so I looked ridiculous with this little bowl and a big whisk, but it went a lot better. And then in a glass put in ice and like milk of any kind, and then you can like spoon out the coffee mixture and put it on top, and then yeah, there we go. I do think it's like quite nice that there seem to be all these new like trends and stuff going around at the moment, even though everyone's like staying inside. So I think it's nice to kind of jump onto them now, because it kind of gives you that kind of sense of like, I don't know, I'm doing what other people are doing, or more it's something new and exciting to try, like drinking my coffee a different way, or baking banana bread. And I just like have some bananas that are like going really ripe, and it seems that everyone's bananas no one's eating their bananas, everyone's making banana bread. And then I've also got leftover chocolate from my cookies when I made cookies, so I'm going to put chocolate in my banana bread, and hopefully that'll work out. I made some cookies during this week, and I ended up like making like 9, and then I went and on my walk I dropped some of them off to my dad's house. I phoned them to see if they were going to be in, just checking they weren't like going on a walk or going food shopping or something, I don't know. And then I left them outside and stood back, and then like they opened the door and waved at my little sisters, like waved at me, and then they opened it up and they were like, oh my god, cookies. And then my stepmom sent me a picture of the girls eating their cookies, which was really sweet. Yeah, so baking, I feel like I'm going to be doing like a bit of baking every week at the moment. I've also found that my whole like food and drink routine has kind of really changed at the moment. I'm someone who like doesn't really drink that much alcohol. I would never say I don't drink alcohol, because I do drink alcohol. It's just that I'm not someone who would ever sit down with my meal and have a glass of wine. I would just kind of not drink for a month or two, and then I would like go out with a friend or go around a friend's house and like drink loads. That's kind of what I would do. And I would never be someone who would like drink at home alone, but I've been like buying alcohol and chatting to friends on House Party and Zoom and just like getting tipsy or drunk by myself in my flat. Which is quite sad when you think about it. However, you think like there are so many people who are in the same situation, so I'm sure like loads of us are doing it. So that, but then also I have spoken loads on this channel about how I was eating vegan at home, but that's gone like through the window as well. When I did my first ever food shop, when this whole thing started going on and there was like nothing left on the shelves, I kind of just bought whatever was left. And now, because I've been doing baking, I've been buying eggs, and then like I like never buy bread, and then I saw some bread in Home Bargains and I bought some bread, and then I've managed to put like it in the freezer, and I've been eating like toast and stuff. But then I also bought some cheese, and I'm just not eating in the same way that I was before. And I'm kind of not feeling bad about it, in the sense of I keep thinking, I thought like, hopefully maybe I'm just being like this because of the lockdown. I don't know. Yeah, so I've been drinking alcohol and eating like food and dairy products again, which is strange. I'm still like going to be buying oat milk instead of normal milk, but hopefully it's just because like I've been doing baking and trying different things, and then I don't know, but yeah, things just seem to have changed. I have still been doing a bit of yoga every single day through Yoga with Adriene. I've been doing her 30 days of yoga. She also has another 30 days of yoga which is called Home, but I haven't been doing that one. I've been doing the original one that was uploaded like 5 years ago. So far I haven't done today's one yet, but today is day 10, but then I also did like a yoga introduction, like for beginners session before, so technically once I've done today's, I won't have done 10 days, I will have done 11 days of yoga, but I'm on 10 days of the 30 days of yoga challenge. Does that make sense? I keep needing to sneeze. Why do I get like this? Sometimes when I turn the camera on and I start talking, I really need to sneeze. I don't really know why. It's gone now. Well, it's kind of going. Okay, interesting. So we're doing my yoga and I've been really enjoying it. There's a nice balance at the moment between, like one day was based on abs and oh, I was dead at the end of it. And then we had like a day when it was like based on meditation. Then yesterday's day was called like the complete body detox, and that yesterday was the first day I was properly sweating from doing yoga, and then I've just checked, and today's is like a 12-minute one, so that'll be really short. They just vary, I think, between like 10 and like 30 minutes, but it's been really good. And we do like a forward fold where you stand with your legs straight but like your knees aren't locked, and you bend forward, and I couldn't touch the floor, and now I can touch the floor and touch my toes. And in downward dog I really want to be able to get my heels to touch the floor, and I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but yeah, it's really interesting, and seeing how your body kind of just like gets used to things. And I like a good stretch as well. Like I will challenge myself. I prefer stretching rather than like a massive workout. But yeah, it's been really good actually. And some of the things she's like, you might not be able to do this, but I've been able to do it. And then some other things I just can't do yet. It really has like motivated me to just keep doing yoga every day, and hopefully this will become a normal thing. And like when we're actually back to reality, whenever that is, I still want to, maybe we'll, like, once I get home from work, do like yoga. But yeah, and then I'd love to, once I've done the 30 days, do the 30 days again and see whether it's any like easier doing the same days again. I don't know, but yeah, I've been really enjoying it, and yes, there's that. I like write notes throughout the week about what I want to talk about. In regards to my family, I have still been, like, we've been using Zoom and House Party. Now, in my last update, someone did mention that on House Party, there had been some kind of weird, there had been some allegations about people being hacked, and House Party released like a statement. So basically, some people who had House Party then found that like their bank account had been hacked, and I think it's people who have the same password for House Party, the app, as they do other things. Luckily I don't, but it's just something to be mindful of. House Party did like release, I think, maybe a tweet saying that they actually think it's another company paying people to spread the rumours, because they have no proof in their system of anything bad happening and no one being hacked and stuff like that. So I don't know, but I just wanted to mention that in case you were thinking of getting House Party. I would use a different password to anything that you've ever used before. But I've been really enjoying it because you can play like different games on it, and it's been what I've been using the most actually. And then with my family, we've been using Zoom a lot. I've been doing my Disney quizzes with my sisters. Me and my dad also play like a board game. We played this Brain Academy training game where he's got it at his house, but when I needed to see a card, he like showed up to the camera and we played like that. My mum wants to today try and play a board game with me through the computer somehow. I think she wants to play Articulate because I've got Articulate and so has she. So then we'll both have cards there that we can describe. So hopefully that'll work. Me and my sister Izzy played Boggle through Zoom, which was quite good. That's the one where you shake it and it's got all the letters on, so she like showed me the letters and read them out, and then you have to try and make words out of which letters there are. Yeah, so that's just how I've been communicating with family. My dad did say that he wanted to come and drop like a little card round my flat at some point, so yeah, it's just like little things that like in my little family we would never just go on a walk to go and drop someone's card off. You just wait till we see them like during the week. But yeah, so that's how I've been keeping in touch with my family. I've written down mental health just to be like a little update on my mental health. I actually am fine. I'm feeling all right. I feel like I'm kind of used to being at home, and lots of people are saying, isn't it strange how quickly people are becoming used to it? Let's talk about dating life. So dating in quarantine. God, from the lighting I look really red. Goodness. So if you have watched my videos recently, like before like the coronavirus thing kind of came into the UK really, I had been on a few dates with someone, and then obviously this happened and we were like, well, we can't see each other anymore, but we'll stay in contact. Well, for whatever reason, we kind of just drifted apart really, and we weren't really talking, and so I'm here by myself all day with no one to talk to. I went back onto Bumble and started talking to some other people, and I had my first video date, which is very weird, but actually it was really nice. I am someone who, when I kind of start speaking to someone, I really want us to be on our first date within like 2 weeks, to see whether, you know, we like each other face to face, we actually are who we say we are, whether you vibe well, and that kind of thing. And you can just like see their face, and you know, you see like the way they smile and stuff and how they react to certain things and all that kind of jazz. And so obviously with this whole coronavirus thing, I love how I'm just being so cheap like this whole coronavirus thing. Anyway, obviously I was kind of like, I don't really want to meet anyone that I really like, surely, because you're not going to see each other for months, and who knows what will happen in like 3 months time. And I started speaking to some people, and one of them I've had a couple of video dates with, which has been quite cool actually, because you can actually just see each other and talk and, you know, see whether you vibe well together. And they've been on House Party, which has been fun because you like can play games to kind of break the ice a bit, and yeah, it's been quite cool actually. So yeah, that's been fun. I do kind of feel like, oh, how long are we going to be like this? Yeah, who knows? But I don't really know. And I think it's hard as well when you're getting to know someone, whether you started getting to know them before this whole thing happened, so you're still quite new to each other, or whether you've started getting to know them while this thing happens, you're not knowing the person from what they're really like in like a normal everyday life. So if you kind of start to get to know someone before and then they've started acting differently during this time, I think it's important to kind of think that actually maybe when things are back to normal, you both might be able to go back to normal too. Or if you start getting to know someone now and you feel like they're a bit full on, they might only be being full on because they're literally sat at home with their phone next to them all the time. Or if you think it's sweet that they always reply straight away, when they kind of go back to work, that might not be the case. And so I think at the moment it's kind of take things, if you're dating or, you know, you're on dating apps or anything like that, or someone's been annoying you, try and take everything with a pinch of salt, because I feel like we're all acting differently and all our days are so different at the moment that we're not really being a true representation of what we're like in normal life. Yeah, so that's my, I don't know, little piece of random weird advice. But I will endeavour to try and keep you updated on, you know, what's going on in my life. I never really know whether to share kind of my dating stuff with you guys. But I kind of think like, why not? Why not really? Yeah, why not? And we'll see what happens. Just as long as the men don't watch these videos. But that's kind of what I wanted to update you on week 2. As well, I feel like everyone and their cat has got a Nintendo Switch, specifically a Nintendo Switch Lite, and is playing Animal Crossing. And you know what, I really want to jump on that hype, but I was like looking online and a Switch is like £200, and then a Switch with the game is like $250 or something like that, and I just can't afford that, but I secretly really do want to do that. I've been playing on the Xbox a lot. I've been playing The Sims, and I've been playing a bit of Fortnite as well, but mostly The Sims. And my controller is one that doesn't charge. You have to only use you can only use batteries with it. And the amount I've been through batteries is actually quite embarrassing because I'm just spending hours on The Sims. So that's fun. But yeah, I've still got, you know, a good few things to do around the flat. When you're watching this on Monday, I'm actually filming this on Monday. I should have filmed it yesterday. I've got 2 weeks of Easter holidays, but where I shouldn't be working, but I do feel like I need maybe some kind of structure in my life. We've agreed we're still going to do our team weekly meeting on a Wednesday on Zoom, just kind of catch up with each other. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I might just kind of like log in and check emails and stuff, or my boss has sent some online courses that we can have a look at, so I might have a look at them. But we'll see. Yeah, I think that's everything that I've got to kind of update you on about how I've been finding my second week. Will you guys please let me know down below how you've been finding it? Obviously I appreciate it might not be the second week for everyone, it could be longer. You could be in isolation from like the very beginning when we got told if you're, you know, having symptoms or whatever, you need to isolate. You could be a key worker and you're still working and life kind of is quite normal for you if you're going to work every day. One of my friends, well actually lots of my friends work in schools, and a lot of the schools now are kind of having staff on a rota system, so the staff aren't in every day, they're probably in like 3 days a fortnight, that kind of thing. So I think that would be weird for me, kind of being at home a lot but then still having to go to work for some days and then coming home for a long time, because I kind of get used to being at home and having my late nights and my late mornings, and then I'd have to be normal for 3 days and then I'd come back and yeah, I don't know what I'd prefer. I don't know, but yeah, I hope you guys are all okay and you're staying safe. What are you doing to pass the time? Let me know, because you may inspire me as well and give me something else to do. But yeah, I hope you're all okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this little video, and I will see you tomorrow.